All right, here's Mr. Lee. Do you want to show this first?
Nah, I want to say something first.
Okay.
I'll make it obvious to you. I am from around here, born and raised. So it's looking at some of y'all faces is real exhilarating for me. I'm gonna explain what that means in a little bit. But I want to start off doing something that I enjoyed doing when I was in college. I was a debater, and when I was debating, I would use the survival skills I learned on the west side of Bryan to be able to beat a lot of people at different universities, that this country has to offer. So if you like football or basketball in terms of college, and they got a debate team, I guarantee you, I was smacking them up my whole college career, you know what I'm saying? But I'm gonna show y'all kind of what I did with some rhymes. Is y'all cool if I spit a little rap for y'all? That's cool? Mm-hmm. All right. The beginning's kind of dark, not too soft, fell hard, drenched with love from my mother. Connected to a struggle till she cut me loose. Now what should I do? It was also easy. Look at how they treat me ever since she pushed me through. I put me back in. Stop these contractions. Water breaking. Oh man, I know it's about to happen. Failed defense, no picket fence, a dream to turn. Talking politics with my brothers, switches and herbs. Eviction noticeless, hopelessness. Thrown on my shoulders. God will give you more than you can handle. Carry these voters. Give it all I got until I get older. Couple medals on my sneakers. Life made me a soldier. Reminisce on how I was way back when. But some thoughts are better off way back then. See, I used to use these rhymes to be able to say what I mean and mean what I say, and it made me feel like I was free. I graduated from Bryan High in 2009. When I graduated from Bryan in 2009, I had one thing on my mind, was to break the cycle. My mama on drugs, my daddy sold drugs. As a matter of fact, y'all say hi to my brother right there. Hey, brother. Yeah, I'm trying to finish the way of seeing it, but we're going to keep it going, right? I graduated in 2009. And I'm here to tell y'all my story. I'm hoping being straightforward. I'm hoping me telling y'all my story, one of y'all will feel inspired, empowered to also break the cycle. You know what I mean? You get the video now.
Being recognized for work on social media. George Lee Jr. has over 1 million followers on TikTok and the Fox Forum. Now he's in the running for an NAACP award.
And News 3's Donnie Tuggle spoke to the influencer and those who saw his potential early on.
Many know George Lee Jr. as a Bryan native and university professor, but millions know him as Conscious Lee, a social media influencer with over 2 million followers. The Bryan High and University of Oklahoma graduate has dedicated his life and platform to spreading messages on diversity, equity, and inclusion.
My motto is elevation. And I've been able to really sprinkle a lot of the lessons, a lot of the lesson plans, a lot of research, a lot of the information, a lot of the knowledge in my videos.
Sharing his message is something he attributes to his time growing up on the west side of Bryan.
What I learned in Bryan was being able to connect with people at a real personal level. I think that when you watch my content, regardless of how it makes you feel in terms of you agree or disagree, you're not going to be able to deny the relatability I have in those videos.
Educators that held a front row seat to Lee's childhood say they knew his potential early on and say his nomination for an NAACP award is no surprise.
He was one that showed leadership. He was very goal-oriented, was very concerned about his education, and he encouraged others to stay focused in the classroom.
He's just always been that kid that thinks outside of the box. He speaks his mind. When he talks, everybody listens. Kids want to be like him. The teachers were just always amazed by the kid that he was.
Lee is nominated alongside 5 other popular and talented influencers. It's an experience he says is humbling.
I follow them. I'm a fan of them. I know that they're doing things with Steve Harvey and Shaq and selling out stadiums and running their own conferences. So to have my working knowledge along with theirs, to me it means a lot.
In Bryan, Donnie Tuggle, News 3.
The NAACP Image Awards is on February 25th, but Lee needs your vote. We've got information on how you can cast your ballot and help him win that award with the story on our website.
Yeah, and I do need y'all vote, so make sure y'all tell your mama and them, your cousins and them, your friends and them to go on to my social media profile, click the link in my bio. That link in my bio gonna make it where you put your email in. After you put your email in, it's gonna send you a link. You confirm the vote with that link. Y'all pick it up and I put it down. Yes, sir. What you say?
I voted.
You voted?
Every day.
You said no.
No, I was just saying.
I thought you, you can hit the next one.
Bryan Native is being Oxford work on social.
So this is young George right here.
Do we want an
This is
on or off?
before I'm consciously right here. This at my daddy's house right here when I caught myself trying to, do what I was doing right there. This is a sophomore at Bryan High School. As a matter of fact, this picture was taken in Spanish class. This right here, when I'm a junior in high school at Bryan High, and I'm just trying to figure it out. The point of me showing y'all this pictures is I wanted to show y'all that I came from somewhere and show y'all the person that I am right now is not the person I've always been. I'm pretty that. The person that I am right now is not the person I've always been. Go to the next slide. I told y'all what I'm here to tell y'all about. Breaking cycles. I know a lot of y'all come from the same environment I come from. This is to sprinkle a little game on y'all, something that I learned when I was y'all age. We was taught the 13th Amendment is what freed slaves. The 13th Amendment says the United States federal government shall prohibit slavery except for punishment and crime. It didn't take me long to figure out that it's not coincidental that the descendants of slaves are most likely to find themselves punishment, conviction, or crime. So as I look here, I know that a lot of y'all come from the same environment that I come from in terms of y'all know what the prison industrial complex is. And this, if y'all don't know, a lot of y'all right now, y'all being real primed up, nice and easy to get y'all recruited. But I ain't talking about to the institution I went to break this cycle. I'm talking about to an institution to keep a cycle going. Show of hands, who's familiar with the school to prison pipeline? The school to prison pipeline. The school to prison pipeline. Who is familiar? Seeing that no students, tell us. Stand up, say your name, and tell us. You're good? Come on, I know you're good. Come on. Class, clap my homie up right here. Don't be like that. This show, this flow is yours.
Come on, Christian.
Give me a little bit. It's a little bit. Nothing. Hey, repeat game. The fact that none of y'all was able to show me y'all hands, I know y'all lost in the sauce. What I can tell y'all is, the school to prison pipeline is about how certain students are more likely to find themselves in prison. The school to prison pipeline is about how once you get into the system, it's very hard to get out of the system. The school to prison pipeline is about how little kids get criminalized and get treated as adults. The school to prison pipeline is what able to train you walking up in here, getting ready to go to the institution. So when I'm talking about breaking cycles, I'm keeping it a stack with you. My little brother in here. OU student breaks family cycle of incarceration with upcoming graduation. That was just the beginning though. That was just the beginning. I'm keeping it real with you. It's a lot of black people that have degrees as well, and they're unemployed. So sometimes having a piece of paper ain't enough. You gotta have grit, you gotta have grind, you gotta be able to hustle. Y'all familiar with those concepts, right? Okay, next slide. I started off with a little rap. That was Big Crit. When I was in college debate, I like to use a lot of poetry and rap to be able to make my constructive speeches, and I was pretty good at it. Here's right here, you see I've made a highlight against, I'm from Oklahoma. I was debating in Oklahoma. I'm debating against Harvard. We kicked their butts. But more importantly, we kicked their butts using the skills that I learned and honed in growing up here. Riding down these streets, walking up and down these streets. Not in this particular hallway, but in hallways in this city. Next slide. I was pretty good at debate. See right there? Number 4. I was the number 4th public speaker in the country. Next slide. So good that I was able to be in the top 20 Hall of Fame for the decade in terms of debate. Not only as an individual, but also as a parent. Why am I telling y'all this? I'm telling y'all this because I was able to debate against the Harvards, the Yales, the University of Texas, the Oklahoma States, any school you can think about, and I was literally talking about race, class, gender, and more specifically, what goes on in the hood. I talked about it from a political standpoint about the policy-making system and how it impacts people that I love, that I care about. Hey, brother. Next slide. I'm trying to make sure y'all know. I feel like when I was y'all age, a lot of folks was lying. A lot of folks put cap in their rap. A lot of folks was full of that to flush down toilets, correct? They still do that. So I want to show y'all where I'm coming from to make sure I'm not lying, and want y'all to be able to, I'm going to show you the fruits I've been able to produce, right? This right here is a few of the trophies I was able to win while I was a debater. Next slide. Picture of me and my daughter. 2 weeks after my daughter was born, I was broke. I had a college degree, but I was broke. I had to go to the University of Texas to teach 2 weeks after my daughter was born and leave my wife and my kid because I was broke. 2 weeks after my daughter was born, I said to myself, there has to be a better way for me to be able to own my time and own my value to make it where I can be the best husband, father, and hustler I want to be. Entrepreneur. And I thought like, man, I read this little article that said the average American had a phone in their hand like 8 hours a day, and 5 of those hours is spent on social media. So I thought like, if I always get on my phone in the daytime, in the morning and think like, see, I'm a little older than y'all, so back then, it wasn't the Shade Room, it was World Star Hip Hop. It's whack now though, it's trash, it's nothing like it used to be when I was your age. I would hop on to social media and be like, man, so I started thinking, if I wake up in the morning and I'd be like, man, I wonder what ESPN is posting, I wonder what, World Star Hip Hop is posting, what if somebody woke up and be like, I wonder what Mr. Lee is saying, what he posting today? So I started building, go to the next slide. While I'm trying to figure out this social media thing, I was able to win a national championship as a debate coach. This is April of 2019, and in April of 2019, there was something that also happened that shook our culture. While I was at this debate tournament, championship I was able to win, a few weeks before, something had happened. Go to the next slide. I was able to go to Slauson and Crenshaw 2 weeks after Nipsey Hussle was murdered. And when he was murdered, I had a lot of thoughts in my head. I too want to give back. I too want to be in my hood and be able to be like, hey, George Lee, you that guy. But I recognize many different instances, his accessibility and being where he was at, that's what made him more likely to be killed. He was killed by somebody that lived in his neighborhood, that was born and raised in his neighborhood, that looked like him. I felt some type of way about that. I'm able to go to Slauson and Crenshaw. I'm able to see, talking about Nation of Islam. I'm seeing this Christian organization. I'm seeing Brothers Leading. I'm seeing a whole bunch of straight up California gang culture. And what I seen there was a whole bunch of not only unity, but it made me think about how I was born and raised in Bryan, and how a lot of Bloods and Crips and whatever we is around here wouldn't really jive with what's going down in California. Next slide. Before this video plays, I'm here talking to y'all about social media. And for me, hip hop has always been something that gave me philosophy and theory about how I live. So I want this interview from Nipsey Hussle to play, and then I'm gonna explain to y'all how instrumental it is to me and how I've been able to make it to where I made it to right now. And I seen this video April 2019. I found TikTok in July of 2019, and before it plays, I want to say this right here. If you want to do anything in life, especially something that's gonna bring attention, if you can't accept your biggest supporter gonna be a stranger, and somebody that you know and love gonna be your biggest hater, you shouldn't do it. If you take that personal, you say cut out for you. If you want to be a social media content creator, if you want to do anything that gains attention, if you cannot accept that your biggest hater gonna be somebody you know and love, and your biggest supporter gonna be somebody you don't know from a can of paint, and you take that personal, man, nobody support me, man, that's why nobody ever make it. Y'all want to see that? You do that? Then you ain't going nowhere. Man, nobody. How I made it here, some strangers. Play the video.
Did you ever get down where it was like, that this ain't gonna work? Or, that's why I call my thing a marathon. Yeah. I'm not gonna lie and portray this ultimate poise like I've had it figured out. No, I just didn't quit. That's the only distinguishing probably from me and probably whoever else going through this or went through this or is gonna go through this, is that I ain't quit. I went through every emotion. I went through every emotion with trying to pursue my goal. You know what I mean? And I think that what gonna separate whoever's going to try trying to go for something is that, that's, you're gonna really take the stance if I'm gonna die, you know what I'm gonna do.
The only difference between me and a lot of people, I ain't quit. The only difference between me and a lot of people, I ain't quit. In 2019, when I stumbled across TikTok and I was having a lot of followers, a lot of the people I was around told me, hey man, you a grown man, what the heck is you doing on this app for kids? Hey man, you a grown man, nobody wants to hear about philosophy or theory. Hey man, you're a black man from the hood, we don't want to hear those words with 5 or 6 syllables. Hey man, we don't want to hear anything about education because that's not cool, sexy, player. We don't want to hear it. That's corny, that's whack, that's lame, that's simping. I went through all the emotions to get where I'm getting at right now. Depression, anxiety, affirmation, confirmation, trials, tribulations, confidence, all of that. But I never gave up and I kept on going. Next slide. These are my analytics now. Everything that I've been through in life, everybody I've met in life, all the books I've read, all the times I've failed, all the times I've been able to triumph has brought me here. I'm verified on pretty much most of the apps. I got 200,000 followers on Facebook. I got 288,000 followers on Instagram. I got 2.2 million followers on TikTok. I got almost 100,000 followers on Twitter. All off of, what is that?
Jay-Z followed you too, right?
He did follow me at one point in time. That ain't the point right now. My point is, you can really do whatever you want to do if you're able to block out the haters. And when I was your age, I thought like, man, that's cliche, it sounds good. But I'm showing you right here the fruits I was able to produce by being able to use the portable skills I learned in my hood, the portable skills I learned in debate, the portable skills I learned from being a promoter, an advertiser, a promoter, so all the skills I've been able to get to where I'm at right now, this brought me to here. I'm from the same place y'all at. When I was y'all age, I dreamed of having somebody that was doing something different, so I didn't feel like I had to reinvent the wheel. All the stress and trauma it caused for me thinking like, man, I gotta reinvent the wheel. I don't know if anybody ever did it like this. So I gotta make it up as I go. I'm hoping that I can give you a model in one way or other to be able to do whatever you want to do to be able to make it where you want to make it to. But using this platform, I've been able to do a few things that I'm proud of. Keep it going. I've been able to do a lot of public speaking, from middle schools to high schools to corporations to virtual talk shows. The next slide. Man, from classrooms. Here's a video right here. Is one of the things that I really have appreciated since I've been a big social media content creator. Is that when I go to places, even though I'm from Bryan, they know me. Like I'm talking about, they act like they. This right here is a stranger. For my birthday, I got booked in Tampa Bay, Florida 2 years ago, and he painted my face on on the jean jacket. And he told me that my content impacts him in so many ways that he drove miles to come see me because he heard I was gonna be there, and he gave me this, and he told me to keep on doing what I'm doing. And he told me that what I do means so much to him that he shares my content with everybody he's around. Next slide. I wanted to hear still, like really, like this is all the stuff I'm able to do now. I'm able to get paid to say what's on my mind, to say what I mean what I say. I'm able to take care of my family off of being able to do this. Go to the next slide. Articles, Essence, Forbes, magazine covers, you name it. I've been able to take my love and passion for education. What's on my sweater is my motto. Education is elevation. I've been able to take this moniker and build an international platform. I got followers all over the world now from what I've been able to do and hone in. Next slide. Google, YouTube. That's me with Emmanuel Hudson when I won the YouTube Content Creator Choice of the Year award a few months ago. Been booked by Google, been booked by YouTube Shorts, working with the actual teams. Keep it going. And this is where I'm at now. Now I'm running for the outstanding social media personality. And though I'm up there with a whole bunch of great talent, I think that I'm unique. Not only in my low budget headshot that I have right there with bricks behind me, but I think that I'm very unique. They don't come from where I come from. they ain't did what I did. Y'all know the next time I'm coming to Bryan, I have to come to Bryan because I have to be there for my mama. Some of y'all mamas probably been in the same place. The next time I come to Bryan, you know what I'm coming to Bryan for? I'm coming to Bryan to be present and support for my mother at court. Right now, I'm doing all this amazing stuff. My mama looking at time. My mother, I'm 32 years old. I'm 32 years old, and my mother is facing incarceration. So in conclusion, I done said some stuff. Hopefully some stuff stick. I know some stuff didn't. But the point is to know that, like, we are products of our environment, but we get to dictate what type of products we are. When you go into a Nike factory shop, you see headbands and tennis shoes and sweatpants, and you get to choose the product. I chose the product I was gonna be. I'm still choosing the product I'm being. I'm still developing this product. In conclusion, 2 things. Reiterating. I hope that I've been able to inspire, empower, put something down you can pick up, especially you. Second thing, regardless of where you come from, what you've been through, what you got going on, you living your life for you. And when I was growing up, my dad and them used to always sing this song. They was growing up. It was an old school self-destruction. You're headed for self-destruction. If ain't nobody told y'all, I wanted to keep it real with y'all. When y'all leave this place and space and y'all ain't getting y'all act right, they got a spot for you. They got a spot for you. You're gonna be waiting for commissary and mail. They got a spot for you. I want to make sure that it's very clear. Education is elevation. Research over me search. Take home this, the homework. If you are not familiar with the prison industrial complex, and I can't come to you at whatever corner store you go to, and you can't say, hey, Mr. Lee, this is what it is, do better. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna go to Google, you're gonna type in school to prison pipeline. You're gonna read. Questions, comments, concerns, I like jokes too.
Oh.
That'd be a good one, Jalen.
So I will tell y'all one of the reasons why we started the speakers and why we started having y'all attend Sobering Facts, if that's what we need through BB Casa, or going to do ropes with Dr. Merrill, is because we're trying to find ways to have you leave here